Hi, my name is Dr. Paige Nielson. I attended Texas A&M University for vet school. Prior to that, I went to Trinity University for my bachelor's degree in biology and English. I then attended Rice University in Houston and received my master's degree in bioscience research and health policy. I currently am a practicing small animal veterinarian. I'm a general practitioner with a particular love for surgery. Prior to veterinary school, I worked as a technician and a receptionist, but I'm also a career changer. I worked as a science writer and editor for several years before deciding I wanted to pursue veterinary school. Currently, I love my job as a small animal practitioner. I see a wide variety of cases. I perform surgery, dentistry, internal medicine, senior care, palliative care, you name it. In the future, I would love to own my own practice. I'm very interested in the business side of veterinary medicine, and I hope to grow in that direction in the years to come. During my undergraduate career, I received the Presidential Leadership Award for my commitment to numerous student organizations throughout the school, including Honor Council. I was a resident assistant. I was involved in my sorority, and I also started an undergraduate research blog for the marketing department, highlighting all of the incredible research across campus. In my graduate degree, I was part of the equestrian team. I love horses. I'm an avid horseback rider, and I also received the top rank in my class, so I was valedictorian of my master's degree class. You hear it all the time, but my best advice is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. That goes for the application process and the career itself. I think it's very important to stay on task and break up not only the educational process, but the application process into manageable chunks. It's very important to take care of yourself, maintain your hobbies and your friends, because getting good at that now is going to serve you well in the career and preserve your mental health. I also think it's very important to remember the why behind your application. The process and the career itself can be discouraging at times, and I think keeping in mind whether you started this for the human-animal bond or a One Health initiative, you name it, I think keeping that core to what you do throughout your career will serve you very well. I'm very detail-oriented because many years ago I realized that often students do not get accepted to veterinary school because their applications are incomplete or they miss a key component of the application. I think the process is challenging, and I can absolutely understand why people would miss key components, so I do my very best to pay close attention to the details of your application and guide you through all of those components to make sure that you are fully considered for all of your strengths. Relatedly, I also think playing up your strengths as an applicant is really important. Veterinary school is somewhat of a numbers game, but playing up what makes you a unique applicant is very important. Also, being honest about weak spots in your application. I am someone who had to take a gap year to make sure that my application was complete. So I am happy to talk students through that process if it means taking a slightly longer timeline to make sure you have an excellent application and hopefully more options in your acceptances. I think my greatest strength as a coach is that I was a career changer and I did not always know that I wanted to be a veterinarian. I worked volunteering for a small animal practice after quitting my full-time job to get the experience and hours I needed to have a strong application. I know exactly how scary it is to put your life on hold and apply for a program when admission is not a certainty. The other thing I bring to the table is success in the application process. I have been through a variety of different interview processes and application packets, so I'm happy to walk you through all the nuances because there's so much variability from school to school. I think vet students are so special. You're going into it because you love animals. That being said, the process is very difficult to navigate on your own. I know firsthand how hard it is to figure out all the key components for each individual school. In fact, I did not have a designated pre-veterinary advisor. I sought one out through the AVMA when I was an undergraduate, and he really helped get me on the right track. I feel very passionate that there are so many people who would be excellent veterinarians, but the process itself deters them from applying. And I want to help students take that barrier down to make the process as approachable as possible and give them the best chance of admission to not only a wonderful school, but a wonderful profession.